Dear students, welcome again to this video lecture series on food and cosmetic analysis. In this 18th video, you are going to learn about composition of deodorant and antiperspirants, introduction of deodorant and antiperspirants, functions of deodorant and antiperspirant, and typical formula of roll-on type deodorant. So, introduction of deodorant and antiperspirants. Deodorant and antiperspirants are cosmetics which are applied to skin to prevent unpleasant body odor. They comes in liquid, aerosol, gels, powder, powder cake and stick form. The most common form of deodorant is powder containing aerosol and liquid. So here in this picture, we can see the process by which the deodorant or antiperspirants are applied on a body part. So basically, they are the powder form which can be applied on a body. So causes of formation of body odor must be understood. Why we get the odor or why body forms the odor, then only we can see the mechanism of destroying this odor by using these deodorants. So in our body, eccrine and apocrine glands produce sweat which contain water and small amount of sodium chloride, lactic acid, urea, proteins, lipids, fatty acid, cholesterol, glucose and iron. So all these are the chemicals, or we can say the chemical constituents which are present in a sweat. This sweat coming from body do not have odor, but chemical compounds present in a sweat are converted into odoriferous substance by action of the skin bacteria on the sweat. So basically all these chemicals which are present in the sweat does not have any unpleasant odor, but these chemicals are reacted with the enzymes which are present on a skin, or these chemicals are reacted with the skin bacteria, and this skin bacteria convert these chemicals into some chemicals which are having unpleasant odor, and because of this reaction we get the unpleasant odor. Example is given: the armpit odor is caused due to the formation of pelargonic and caproic acid. So basically the odor which is formed in a armpit is because of the formation of pelargonic and carbonic acid. So basically this pelargonic and carbonic acid are actually not secreted by the glands, but it is get converted, some of the proteins get converted or some of the acids get converted into pelargonic and carbonic acid because of the reaction with the skin bacteria, and this compound having that unpleasant odor which is present in the armpit. Same example is the foot odor is caused due to the formation of isovaleric acid. So actually isovaleric acid is not secreted by the body, or it is not present in the sweat initially, but some of the chemical constituents present in a secreted sweat get reacted with the skin bacteria, and then it get converted into isovaleric acid and it gives some unpleasant odor. So this way a body odor is formed. So here is the role, all function of deodorant and antiperspirant cosmetic. So the first function is a antiperspirant function, second is a antibacterial function, third is a deodorant function, and fourth is a masking function. So we are going to discuss in detail each of these function. So here the first, antiperspirant function. It is used to suppress the production of sweat. Now see, as we learned in the previous slide, that the sweat is produced by the various bacteria which is present on a skin. So this skin bacteria react with the sweat and it form odoriferous compound. So if there will be a less production of sweat, definitely there will be the less formation of odoriferous compound. So this way the antiperspirants are used to suppress or to decrease the production of sweat, which will be ultimately decrease the formation of odoriferous compounds. Here zinc, paraphenol, sulfonates, citric acid, various aluminum and zirconium salts are used for this function. Among these, aluminum salts like aluminum hydrochloride are used commonly due to its water solubility for preparation of aerosol type deodorant. Then second function is a antibacterial function. Antibacterial compounds are used for skin bacteria responsible for body odor. Now again, as we explained that the skin bacteria react on a sweat chemicals and they convert the compounds into some odoriferous compound. So definitely if there will be the less bacteria, then there will be the less production of the odoriferous compound. So this second function in antibacterial compounds are added in deodorant or antiperspirant so that there will be the chemicals or there will be the procedure by which the bacteria which is causing or which is responsible for production of this odor will be killed or their production will be stopped. So this way antibacterial compounds are used for skin bacteria responsible for body odor. It is used to suppress the proliferation of skin bacteria as we discussed just now. These are the chemical triclosan, benzalkonium chloride, benzethonium chloride, chlorohexidine hydrochlorides, chlorohexidine gluconate. Halocarbons are used as an antibacterial agents in deodorants. Some deodorant also contain essential oils and extract derived from crude drugs which have antibacterial properties. So basically the deodorant or antiperspirant contains some chemicals which is having antibacterial properties to decrease or to suppress the growth of a skin bacteria. Then third function is the deodorant function. It is used to disappear body odor. The name itself indicates deodorant, means which is used to disappear the body odor. It is achieved by converting fatty acid which cause unpleasant body odor into the corresponding metal salt. Previous slide we have learned that some of the acids are forming like pelargonic acid, isovaleric acid, which is giving unpleasant smell. So when this acid which is responsible for giving this unpleasant smell, when get converted into some other salt, then the pleasant or unpleasant odor will be disappear, because now the salt form having different properties than original acid form. So because of that the unpleasant odor will be disappear. So generally zinc salt of fatty acids are formed to disappear this unpleasant odor. So here is a chemical reaction. These are the acids which is responsible for unpleasant odors, which is formed by the chemicals reacting with the skin bacteria and forming this type of acid. When this compound having unpleasant odor are reacted with the zinc oxide which is present in a deodorant, then it get converted into salt. So this salt will not have any odor. So because of this there will be the no unpleasant odor after using the deodorant. So this way the deodorant is working. So basically the acid compound which are formed by the reaction of skin bacteria on a sweat to form the unpleasant odoriferous compound, that unpleasant odoriferous compounds are get converted into the corresponding salt by reacting with the zinc oxide present in the deodorant. So basically the salt don't have any smell like the original acid. So this way there will be no any unpleasant smell. Some plant extract are also employed for salt formation. The fourth function is a masking function. It is used to cover unpleasant body odor by fragrance. So basically here if the odor is or unpleasant odor is more, then that can be masked by using fragrance or perfumes. When unpleasant body odor is not very stronger, then it can be masked with a perfume or deodorant. So here is a lotion type of deodorant. Deodorant lotions are liquid form deodorants which contain large amount of ethyl alcohol. Deodorant lotion gives very good cooling sensation. They are considered to be better at controlling sweat than other forms. Other forms are spray type which cause no propellant and roll-on type which applied using revolving balls. Typical formula of roll-on type deodorant is given here. So these are the total 8 ingredients which are present in a typical roll-on type deodorant. Aluminum hydrochloride 10%, absolute ethyl alcohol 60%, purified water 25.3%, 1,3-butyl glycol 3%, benzalkonium chloride 0.2%, polyoxyethylene hydrogenated castor oil 0.5%, water soluble thickening agent 1%, perfumes as per the quantities specified. So these are the percentage and these are the ingredients which are present in the roll-on type deodorant. Next we will see the manufacturing procedure of roll-on type deodorant. So here representative procedure is shown for preparation of roll-on type deodorant. Solution of aluminum hydroxide, 1,3-butylene glycol, benzalkonium chloride and water soluble thickening agent is added in purified water. Another solution of surfactant and perfume in absolute alcohol is prepared and added to the above water phase. So this is the manufacturing procedure of roll-on type explained in a picture. So this is the beaker which containing solution of aluminum hydroxide, 1,3-butylene glycol, benzalkonium chloride and water soluble thickening agent in purified water, and in this solution we have to add the another solution present in a beaker containing solution of surfactant and perfumes in absolute alcohol. So when these solutions are mixed together, it will form a roll-on type deodorant. So this procedure is explained here. So today, dear students, the points you have learned from this video are introduction of deodorant and antiperspirant, causes and mechanism of body odor, functions of deodorant and antiperspirant, typical formula of roll-on type deodorant. So please learn a next topic of this unit in my next video. Till then, I would like to say thank you for watching this video and I wish you a happy e-learning.